Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grass and today I'm going to be talking about my train wreck of a writing life. The tragedy of the tragedies. My trilogy I'm currently working on is hitting the bricks, and it was a huge facepalm moment for me. It's really messy right now, but hopefully I can pick myself up. So to give you all a quick little briefing on it, within the months of October to February of 2019 and 2020, I decided that I was going to write the first draft of a novel that I've been trying to tackle for 2 years. I finally finished first drafting it. Hugely messy. Absolutely disgusting. I'm sure I'm going to look back on the second draft that I wrote between February and April and be like, someone bring me to a hospital. It physically hurts me to read this because that's just how I am. I'm always going back on myself and being like, this is horrible writing. What did you do, Cress? What are you doing right now? Oh my gosh, it's total train wreck. But I feel like the rewrote version is definitely better. So we're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere. So at the time, this was going to be a standalone, then I realized I had plot holes that could make it into a duology. So I wanted to use those plot holes and use it as actual plots for the next book, and that's what I feel like is my writing style. I weave little tidbits in between that could lead up to something huge. That's what I really like to do, kind of make it a mystery without actually being a mystery. It's really fun for me, and that's another reason I love pantsing. I don't know what I'm doing all the time, but it's really fun to do anyway. So, during that time, I second drafted it, which was basically a full entire rewrite, obviously. But after that, I'm like, okay, I still need to edit it. There's a few small things, so I'm going to be editing those eventually. Because I decided what I wanted to do was fast draft the next two novels in this trilogy because I didn't want to leave any plot holes I'd have to go back and fix once more, because leading something into something else is one of those things where you have to go back and build on the story, and I want to make sure that I have all the building blocks in place when I already make the renovations, say, treating it like it's a building or something. You add all the bricks, you wait a few months, and you're like, oh, this needs work. You go and renovate it, you add an extra room onto your house, you're done. It's all good. You can live in it, and that's basically how I'm treating this novel. I want to fix it until it's perfect, and then send it off to the publishers. Try to send it off to the publishers. It probably won't be sent off to the publishers. I'm not that good. But, in other words, I'm basically just going to be trying to work on that. Now, as for the second book, as I talked about earlier, placing the building blocks and going back to make renovations in the first book, I need to finish the second and third book in this trilogy first. So I decided that after NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo, I was going to just absolutely dive into the mess that was my second book. I had an outline that I deleted it all because I'm like, I hate this. I hate having to go back and make sure everything's in line. All this is already in my head. It's way easier to just change it instead of having to redo the whole thing. So in a burst of anger with myself, I deleted it all. I'm a genius. But, it's fine because I know what I'm doing. I have it under control. It's okay. Right? Right. Probably. If it goes wrong, then it goes wrong. I'll fix it later. That's basically my motto at this point. So I wanted to quickly draft this in the month of May. As you might notice, it is currently May 12th, I think. Now, how many words do I have in this story? A whopping 10,000. So if I wanted to finish this 85,000 word story in a month, I needed to do 3,000 words every day and a little bit over that. I have been doing 1,000 words per day. I didn't even do anything today or the day before. I haven't even been writing every day, but as an average, I would be doing 1,000 words per day, which is a no. Now, just to give you a little bit more background information on that, since I didn't write every day, I tried to tackle a 24-hour write-a-thon. Did I win? Obviously not, because if I had won, I would have filmed it all. But I didn't win because my sleep schedule is absolutely haywire at the moment. It is a absolute mess. There's nothing I can do to fix it at this point. Like, I'm going to die. But I've been trying to fix it. It hasn't been working. So I got 4 hours the night of the write-a-thon, like 4 hours of sleeping before the write-a-thon. Writing for 24 hours on 4 hours of sleep is not going to work. As displayed with how I reacted during that write-a-thon, I wrote for like 5 hours. Like, 5 hours. But I got 10,000 words in that time span, so I'm happy with it. Right? That's good. Wrong, because I still wanted to fast draft it. It's not good enough. My last write-a-thon that I actually succeeded in, I got like 25,000 words, and it was like really fun to do. But, this time was just stressful. I was a mess. I need to write, not just to get words, and that was my issue. I was trying to write to get words, so I was like, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna close the laptop, go relax, take a breather. That breather wound up lasting about 3-ish days, but that's okay because I can pick myself up, right? Wrong! I decided I wanted to fast draft the entire thing in the span of 10 days, which 75,000 words split up amongst 10 days is going to be 7K per day. Not even 7K, 7.5K words per day. There's something wrong with me that, makes myself want to do this. And I know this. I know it's a horrible idea. It's an absolutely bonkers idea. And I'm probably just going to choke halfway through and be like, I quit! I can't do it! I'm going to try. And that's what matters. That's what my parents always told me. So, just try your best. And, if you lose, that's okay. Pick yourself up again. I've been losing a lot lately, and I've been trying to pick myself up again, so maybe this will be the final straw that lets me pick myself up again. As for the third book, I want to work on that in June, and then I want to edit my second draft in July for Camp NaNoWriMo. But I don't know if that's going to work. In a perfect ideal world, it would, but it might wind up the fact that I'm going to have to work on my second book throughout May and June. Then in the next month, I'm going to have to work on my third book, and then let that drag out for another month, and then I'm gonna edit for a month, and there's not too many edits I need to make as far as this couple grammar things. As for plot, I already know basically what I need to hit on. There's a few character arcs I need to work on molding and shaping properly, but other than that, I don't think I have too many huge problems, as long as I just make the basic edits, make sure that everything factual lines up. I did decide I was gonna change something for the sake of the plot of the third book. This is why I'm building blocks and, using the house metaphor thingy. So that's how I think I operate. I've never actually worked on a series before, but I think that's how I'm operating here. I've never lasted long enough to get into a real series, but here I am. I'm going to try, and that's what matters. Yay, I finally told myself that. But, that's basically my plans for the next few months, and I'm going to be trying to do writing vlogs. I don't really know if I can, because, it's difficult to film on phone, and I don't have a real camera, but I'm going to try. How many times have I said that? I have lost count, because there's been so much trying and such little succeeding lately that I feel like I'm just, about to, fall off of the cliff. My fingers are digging into the edge, and I'm about to, plummet to my obvious death at any moment, potentially, but it's going to be okay, because I can always pick myself back up again. So if any of you are struggling with the same thing in your writing, pick yourself back up again. Don't let yourself fall off of that cliff. You can do it. My name is Cress. Have a fantastic day or night, and I hope your writing is going swell.